Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your April 2016 General Tarot Card Read. My name is Dee, and with me is my dear friend Lucy.
Hello.
First off, we would like to apologize for not getting your March readout. Unfortunately, Lucy was hospitalized, and I had some stuff happen with my family and work situation that just totally made it so that we had no time. So we're really sorry about that. Yeah, it was bad. It wasn't fun. Yeah. But life happens. Yes. We go on. We had a lot of good stuff going on for you guys though this month, and we're excited to share it. So this is a general read for Aquarius and those with the rising sign of Aquarius. We are doing 3 separate reads for you. One that Lucy did, one that I did, and one that we're putting together for you. And it's kind of funny how they flow really well. Then I've got a couple little cards that kind of went to the side that I'll go over to, and then we have an oracle card that's kind of a card overall for you. Well, the 2 cards that we pulled are from the month from your yearly read.
April?
Yes, the month of April, right. So we're going to start with that. Lucy's going to start you off, so let's begin with hers.
Yes. So the pull-in card for the month of April from your general read was the Ace of Pentacles. Now, like all aces, it's about new beginnings. This Pentacles is usually about resources, whether it's money, your abilities, whatever resources you have. So this card says to use your skills and your determination, I'll get that out soon, to make something worthwhile, okay? For yourself, for your family, for the world in general. Make something worthwhile of the gifts you have been given, okay? Next is the 8 of Swords. As you can see, the lady is surrounded by swords. Her hands are tied in front of her loosely. She could release her bonds at any time. What this card tells you is don't let your fears rule you. Remain strong and calm. The swords represent clarity of thought. That's what swords are usually about. So at any time you can remove your constraints and look at the situation from a new angle to find your answers. And the swords will help you with that. Now the next card is the Magician. Yes, indeed. Now the Magician is a person who is fully aware of their actions and the consequences of those actions. So focus your will, be disciplined, be responsible, and remember that you have the power within you to accomplish anything you wish. The caution here is that the Magician can be so focused and so disciplined that he tries to control everything and everyone. So, and that's considered manipulation. So don't manipulate people. You can be strong, you can be determined, and you can be focused without doing harm to others. Okay? Well, the 7 of Cups, as you can see, there are multiple choices there. This is the 7 of Cups. They're all rising from the water. Some of these are real and some are illusions. So you have many choices you can find your inspiration from. So focus on the path that you have decided or you have chosen and stay true to that course. Don't let yourself be distracted by some of those illusions there in those cups. Okay? Now the Queen of Wands, as you see her standing there, she looks very focused, looking to the horizon. She is full of energy and she's looking for an outlet for that energy. Could be a new project of her own, or it could be helping someone else with their project. So if that's what this is, don't let your ego get in the way. Give credit where credit is due. If you're going to help somebody, truly help them for the best of reasons, not so that you can take away what is theirs. Now we have the 5 of Swords.
Yeah.
Now this is, Page of Swords. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. Ha! Page of Swords. Page of Swords is young energy. It's vast. It can indicate a message brought to you about a new challenge, a new experience. So the caution here is don't overanalyze. Don't let your fear hold you back from a new experience. Face this challenge and learn. Okay?
You know, I look at this card, I keep seeing the petulant look.
Yeah,
That this one is. This one's kind of naughty.
Well, it's a new experience for him too.
Yeah.
He's got all the knowledge in his head. He just doesn't have the wisdom or the age to know how to use it wisely.
Right. Anything else you want to recap, or are we good?
No, we're good, I think, there.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So for me, for the month, I pulled the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles is about charity. It's about trying to balance yourself so for the benefit of all, not just yourself, but for those around you. It's a giving of an abundance that you have. So this month for you, and my read is all about giving of yourself and having that abundance in your life and giving to others. Then we start, which is kind of, sometimes this card fills people with dread, but this is very necessary. And as I go through the read, keep that in mind. Don't let this overwhelm you, because it's not a negative thing per se. So the Tower is about change. It's about abrupt change. It's about a destruction of your old ways. It's almost feeling like it's a violent thing. It's a shaking up of your core beliefs and the things that it's taking away all the false foundations so that you're able to build again. There's going to be something that happens at the beginning of this month. It's going to rock you to your beliefs to the core. Now, I don't think it's going to be a bad thing, because you've got a lot of new beginnings, some other stuff to it. But this is necessary. This change is necessary because you've put some of your thought processes on things that are not true. They're false. So you're going to be shown the light, and you're going to be shown the light in such a way that you cannot deny it. There's not going to be any denial when it comes to this. And this has to happen in order for you to succeed. So keep that in mind. It's going to be kind of a shakeup for you, but it's necessary. You've got to have those false foundations taken away, because you built up this stuff in your head so much so that that's all you see. You don't really see the whole instance. So you're going to be shown wrong in your ways with this. But it's going to be a good thing. When this happens, you're going to automatically feel like you're going to need to fight for what you believe in. Don't do it. There's a new door behind you. And it's so funny, because usually this is about standing for your ground. But I truly believe that you're going to try and fight this. But this is not a time to fight. Not really be passive, but you got to be attentive to the details that are happening around you so that you can turn around and go through that door that's going to be presented to itself before you. And there's a reason for that. Now, if you see she's standing in front of a doorway with the wand, don't be defensive at these things that come against you. They're actually going to prod you through that new doorway that's available to you, and it's going to be a good thing in the long run. Again, it's kind of nebulous. I get this. I don't get this as a relationship. I get this as more who you are and your creative process, whether it be at work or something. Yeah. I don't get an emotional nature. Do you?
No.
Okay. All right. Then the next card is the Page of Wands. Now again, the pages are a young energy. They're usually of a message nature, and this one brings to you a bursting of new potential. It's almost like you've gone through this change, you were defending it, but now you're going through the open door and you're starting to see the potential that's available to you. The enthusiasm for a new start. It's going to be a new start for you. This is going to be a destroying of an old way, but it's going to be a new start. And if you focus on the positive, it's going to be a good thing, because you're going to start to get enthusiastic about it. You're going to start to get excited. It's going to bring you a confirmation of your way that's going to come about. There's going to be a message that's going to come your way, and it's going to be a confirmation for this new door that you're going to be going through. So be aware of that. It'll be a confirmation for you. You'll be able to know that you're going the right way. And then I got the Ten of Pentacles, and because you go this right way, you're going to find financial prosperity. It's going to be a changer for you, a big changer for you. So keep that in mind. You're going to get shook up, but it's going to be a good change for you. And finding the balance in this is going to prosper you financially. These new ideas that are going to come to you are going to bring you good financial stability. Then the last card I pull is the Ace of Swords, which is all about your new beginnings. This is about logic and your intellect, and you being an air sign. Again, swords are your suit. But this is going to also give you new ideas. You're going to be able to brainstorm in ways that you haven't been able to before. It's going to help you rule you to where you're doing this with your correct intentions, because before you had based your stuff on wrong and on false. Now you have an opportunity to correct it. It was painful, yes, there's going to be change, but it's going to be a good thing for you, and you're going to be able to see things clearly and logically and be able to go forward with the right intentions. So even though there's change in all this, this is good. This is going to be very good. You're going to be able to prosper financially because of it, and it's going to help you in your own mindset to where you're following yourself and the rules, and you're getting ready to go on with the rest of your life, because it's going to be new for you. So we're going to do the combined one now, and then I've got a little thing on the side I'll probably do after, because it has to do with an 11 emotional nature, which is kind of interesting. So for the combined read, you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. And for some of you, you're going to find a lot of good prosperity. It's going to be the beginning of a new prosperous cycle for you. That in mind, you also don't want to just keep it all for yourself. You need to turn around and give to other people and balance it out. You will have your needs taken care of and your wants, but you need to turn around and help those around you. And you know who needs your help.
Yes.
It might be something as little as taking the extra clothes that you've got over to the Goodwill.
Yes.
and doing that, or it might be something as giving yourself financially, because you're going to have the money. You're going to be able to do that for this month, okay?
Or your time, but whatever.
Yeah, money, time, yourself, giving of yourself. I know, big heavy sigh. Yeah, practice it this way.
Yeah.
There's going to be a major change in your life.
Yes.
And for this, again, I don't get...
You need to face it.
Yeah. I don't get an emotional nature as much. Do you?
No.
It's going to be creative.
Well, it's an internal struggle too, though.
Yeah.
To see what needs to be seen so that you can rectify the situation that came before. Where your life, your abilities, your work, we're talking about your life here, was built on a foundation that is not going to sustain you.
It's almost like you've been lying to yourself.
Yeah.
You've been lying to yourself.
Yeah. Covering up, closing your eyes, keeping your inner self bound, keeping the words from your mouth that need to be spoken. So take off your constraints and do what needs to be done. You don't have to be cruel. All you need to be is honest with yourself.
Yeah, because this is all about you. It's not... Yes. This is about you and the lies you've been telling yourself and the way you've been binding yourself up.
The fear has kept you silent.
Right. It's going to come to a head.
You've got to do away with the fear. We cannot live in fear all of our lives.
Or lying to ourselves.
It's too self-destructive.
Yeah.
Remember the magician and his determination and his will and his focus. And you will use that to build your new life.
Now, the thing is, though, is you've got to be careful, because you could easily go into manipulation.
Absolutely.
Where you're trying to manipulate things the way that you want them to go.
There's a caution there, yes. There is a caution.
And I keep seeing that open door. You need to go through that new door. You need to just... Don't manipulate things to where you look like the good guy or something. You're going to have to stand up for what you believe in, yes, but you also have to take for what you've done. You have a consequence here. Yeah, you have to take responsibility. But there's a way out. There's a doorway being open for you. And it's going to give you some good chances and choices in your life to make the choices that you need. And you're going to be able to see the things and the areas where you've deluded yourself. And there's going to be a message. there's going to be a communication come to you that's going to help you with these decisions you need to make, and it's going to help you with your creative process. So I even get like maybe an email or a letter or something. There's going to be I don't get phone call, an email or some type of a letter communication that's going to come your way, and it's going to help you make these decisions that you need to make in your life, things that you've been putting off. You've been putting this stuff off, Aquarius, and it's time. This is the time for the month for you to do this. You need to get this done. This is important because you're getting to the Queen of Wands, and you're going to be able to look into the future, and you doing this is going to help financially stable you too, to where you'll have that abundance in your life. You'll pretty much own the world. And it won't just be financially, but it'll be yourself. You'll own yourself. You'll be able to be calm and poised like the Queen of Wands is. And to use that fire and passion and energy that's coming your way. And then it's so funny because then I see this as being petulant. Don't be petulant. Yeah, okay, change sucks. There are times where it's not fun. But there's a reason for it because it's going to bring a new beginning. No, don't be like this kid. Don't let that inner kid at you. Don't throw a fit. It's time to man up. And for those women out there, put on your big girl panties, honey. It's good for you. This is going to be good.
And a lot of energy there you can use for that change.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it.
Yeah, because you've got a new beginning here. This is going to help you with your logic and your thought process. Don't be petulant, okay?
Do your best.
Yes. So, wow, you guys got a lot of stuff going on this month. I'm going to have Lucy read the Oracle card. It's called Details, and then I've got that little side thing we're going to do. So let's go for this first.
The most powerful patterns are created within the tiniest details. Pay attention. This is the time to be aware of the fine print in all areas of your life. Look at the details and leave the broad strokes for another time. When this card appears in a reading, it's a sign to finesse a project, make small but meaningful gestures, or add a personal touch to your correspondence. Be aware that what you need to know lies in the details. If you are entering into an agreement of any kind, pay attention to them before, not after, when it's too late. Clarity and transparency are key. You can gain great understanding by observing the minute body language, offhand remarks, or fleeting facial expressions that reveal the larger picture.
I think I pretty much said it.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, now for the side note. There's somebody that's got some questions about love. Because while I was going and doing my spread for you guys, this card popped out not once, not twice, but 3 times. And the first time I just put it back in my deck because I'm thinking, okay. The second time I'm like, because I was like, well, this isn't part of the read. And then the third time I'm like, okay, I get it, because it literally flew out of the deck. So the Queen of Swords is, you guys being air signs, but she's somebody who cuts through the crap, who sees the logic of the situation, but yet is able to be poised. And I keep seeing the butterflies. So that in mind, I got this, which is very kind of interesting. There's going to be a love interest for some of you, and it's going to bring about true love and fidelity. And you know what? I keep seeing you're going to have a choice between a Queen of Swords or a Queen of Wands for you. It's going to be fire and air. And this could be a male or female, so it might be somebody who embodies these particular qualities. Somebody who's calm and poised and very creative, and then you've got somebody who's very blunt and honest, but yet can bring about new beginnings for you. So you're going to have a choice this month when it comes to love, but it's going to bring about your true love and fidelity. So keep that in mind. For some of you, you are the Queen of Swords, and there's going to be a Queen of Wands that's going to come your way. Or for some of you, you're going to have a choice between the two. I really get that. There's a guy that's going to get the choice between the two. There's going to be 2 women that are going to be literally placed before you. And I think whatever way you go, it'll be good. Both of these women are good quality women. So just look at the whole situation. Be open to the love that's available and out there for you. And use this. Be logical. But pay attention to the details in this. and take your time to make this decision, you know, and be honest with each of them. You're going to have to be honest no matter what. Okay. All right. On that note, I'm done with that. If you like what you've heard, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, feel free. We got the subscription throughout all of the videos, so just go ahead and hit that button. Because Lucy and I were unable to do the March read, we're going to go ahead and do a free read for one person from each of the signs. So for you guys, Aquarius, there'll be one of you that we will do a free read, a very detailed read. You'll be allowed to ask questions, and then we will address those questions. We'll probably be using different decks. There's just different stuff that we do when we do an in-depth read. It'll be pretty in-depth. So depending on the nature of the questions and what you want, it will determine whether or not it'll be private or public reading. So keep that in mind. Now, don't send us an email yet about this. I will be doing a little video that'll come to those people that subscribe to us to let them know that there's going to be a read at the time available. And then whoever sends us the first email after I send that out that says Aquarius free read for April, then we'll go ahead and keep that in mind. So, all right, you guys have a wonderful month. Don't be afraid of the changes coming your way. Carry out, look at the details, use your thoughtfulness and creative process. Go for it. Go try something new. It's going to bring you prosperity. Make your choices wisely. And give to other people. Give to yourself and give to other people. Don't be afraid.
No, don't be manipulative.
No. So in the meantime, walk in peace, light, and love, and we'll talk to you soon.
Goodbye.